Today's Tales is playing BattleTech once again, and today we're up against Excessor. And we are playing exactly the same lance as the other day. We have 3 Centurions and a fire starter, and we are just looking to drop the LRMs, maybe force the opponent into us, and go from there. So we're going to get ourselves up this hill, see how we go. Our last opponent, well, okay, was maybe not the best test of this lance. I suspect it will fall apart if we see a decent player here. We'll probably keep Clark can just chill here. I think she's just gonna brace up. I think a decent player will just bum rush this. There's not a hell of a lot of armor to these things, and once you start losing a side of it, you start losing things like, so the LRM 10 will be gone. If you can hold on to the AC-10, you might be doing better. So you still have the AC-10 plus 2 medium lasers. Should give you about 110 damage a turn, right? Fire starter will get around the back of these things, though. They're pretty weak. Fire starter, you know, can deal a good chunk of damage to the rear, which is not happy times. I mean, it's a pretty static lance, which really doesn't help it out. I think we're just going to sprint for these trees. Actually, I prefer not to be moving in these trees just yet. I think we're going to take a sprint this way. I took Wildfire this turn instead of Sumo, just because I want some multi-shotting in case there's some long range and short range things I can do. Still not convinced by it all though. Ozone, you could probably tank towards the front, that's fine for now. You're staying tight, and you're coming towards the front. I could maybe offer up Mockingbird towards the front as well. So next turn will be a move into the trees, a brace, a move into the trees, a brace, and this is already in the trees, so it's a brace. Maybe I actually didn't want to move into the trees this turn. Maybe I should have moved down here, and then have the next turn a move in a brace, since we're probably expecting contact in the next turn. Depending on how the opponent rushes. Some people take about 3 or 4 turns to get up this hill, and they go this way. Other people run straight into here, run here. I mean, you can kind of travel this way. I don't get to see the other side of the map a lot since I nearly always host my games, but we'll see how we do. So you just want to sit tight. You kind of want to move towards the front. I could even get people on the edge of this. We're definitely taking a move this turn though, so this needs to be a move. If they've got something like, actually we're going to torso twist now, while I remember. Most likely they're not going to pop out of this side, but you never know. We'll try and stay in a bit of a bunch, just in case there's some fire starter shenanigans. There's still not a lot of recourse to go against one, but you know what? It's better than being spread out. He could surround us pretty easily if we group up, but at least if he jumps in, we can all just wail on him with some punches at some point. These guys don't run too hot if they're just dropping LRMs. But no matter what, double fire starters will shut down somebody if you can, which is always never fun. We don't have anyone to push a fire starter back a phase. Not that it would do us any favors anyway, unless we had Arclight and one of these guys. Okay, so it looks like he's traveling sideways. He can probably see the entire pile there. This is medium. So where's his lights? He can't see us. He shouldn't have an idea of whether, well, actually you do. If it's the opponent's turn first and you spotted them, actually no, he doesn't. Because technically he spots me, it's my turn first anyway. Unless he's got an Arclight hiding somewhere. Interesting, that's his medium. He's got his light coming in now. Is he going to go for a sensor lock? Luckily everyone's fairly well tanked. So we could sense lock this dude back. He probably still has no idea of what's going on back here. So we'll give it a sec before we go. Then we'll probably jump forward, lock this guy. See what he is. Think about dropping LRMs. If he's got a bigger LRM boat than my 3, then we're up a creek somewhat, but we'll see how we go. Luckily this isn't to the side, although he's probably got his mechs over here. We're going to both be firing over the top of this thing. If I have to push into him, unfortunately it's probably going to be this way. Because LRMs will just destroy your face crossing this bit of stuff here. So he's got 2 lights probably. I think we're going to reserve to phase 2 in case he's got a heavy here, because we don't know what's going to pop out hit this wood. If he reserves here, I'm pretty happy to maybe make a move here. Mockingbird could sensor lock this guy. Alright, we're coming in. Surely you don't fire. That's a sprint. That's got to be a sprint, right? We could double lock this guy and fire. It's probably easier to hit the medium, right? So you come forward. Do I need to bring you forward? Can we... Not a sprint, please, sir. Alright, to about here. So we jump you in, we lock this. And then we just see 55 tons. Yikes, what is this? A Kintaro. Interesting. I think I'd be happier to just drop everything from these guys. Is this going to be... Okay, so he's got a... This could be a... That felt like a reserve there. This could be a... Okay, it's not. Kintaro and a bunch of hunchbacks, right? Shit. I don't think this was supposed to be Mockingbird. Oh well. He does way more damage than us, so we're gonna have to open up as best we can. Although that sensor locked us, so that's probably not a sumo at least. What have we done? About 40 damage? Oof. Alright, so between the 3 of them, rack up a bit of damage at least. That's not bad. 80 damage. I'll take it. It's better than it being into a brace. So I feel like he's got a bunch of... mediums here. I think we're going to see probably some hunchbacks pop out in a sec. I think we just keep raining death on the Kintaro for a bit till we see maybe someone else. We could have maybe have thought about this. Whoa, sir, that's a fire starter. Or is it? Is that a fire starter? I don't know what the hell that is. A Jenna maybe? That's a situation we're gonna have to deal with. Double lock if this is Paradise. If this is Paradise, then he's gonna have a lot of evasion. Do I check him out or do I let him lock? I think we're gonna check. We're gonna have to clear this, I think. So we're gonna have to do what we can. We're gonna have to back up into this mess and fire on this. I can't allow for that to be on my ass. So we'll probably... We're gonna have to probably torso twist here. Shit, this torso twist is god awful too. Because we're giving up side shots to this guy here. That's amazing how fast this thing got over here. The only thing I can think of, it's either a fire starter or a Jenner. It's probably a Paradise fire starter, and it went for a... The brace is probably going to do us nothing here. I wish I could get a lot closer, but I'm not sold on this because we would be taking back shots. I really want the machine guns and flamethrower in, because if it is a Jenner, then we get first strike, right? And he's going to be too hot to unleash too badly on us. I could go for something like this. We get to go first. Okay, it is a fire starter, and it's a Paradise fire starter. So we're gonna go on this guy. Try and rip some arms and shit off here. Give him everything, boys. Give him everything. Alright, head hit, not so great. At least we get to heat him first. Do we go for a sensor lock and a fire here? Get him down to... Get him down to... 2 evasion. Alright, we're going down to phase 1. That's fine. He jumps behind us and shoots us. 4 evasion. I definitely need to clear this thing if I can. I don't know if I can get direct fire. Is this double fire starter? What the hell is that? Is this a quick draw? Yikes, what is coming out of the woodwork here? No direct fire. Alright, so we probably leave all this stuff behind us, right? And we just go ham on this. It's not a happy day though. So you move, you lock it. It's coming in hot with this. And then we drop some LRM spam. The LRM spam's not going to do a lot of work, but he has to sprint with this now. I would sprint this in while this stuff moves for this. Luckily this shouldn't be too bad. It's into most of our braced mechs here. I don't know if you can see this. If you can see this, this is going to hurt. Alright, doesn't look like you can. He has to be careful of the heat on this. I do have a fire starter. Alright, that I will take. So what kind of hit chances do we have here? 45s. Wow, that's painful. What did you get? Did you get any... So he's got no debuff. I think we just have to eat this a little. Do I get to go first? I get to go first on this again. I do have to be careful with that though. Could shoot it in the back. I have to be careful of this. I probably have to jump over here somewhere to get him. Because I need this thing to stay away from me a little. We also have this coming in. It's a shame he's getting to fire on those arms as well. If I could get a flamethrower off this, I'd be pretty happy, but I don't think it's going to happen. So I'd have to look for something like this into that. We heat him up. I'd rather hit him from the front if I could. Just so that this thing, I need evasion as well. I think evasion and trees. I could take a reserve here. Risk this guy a little. Maybe he DFAs us. He could jump behind and shoot us, which is probably the better option. He won't get a lot of evasion out of it. Is he really gonna... Okay, he's not DFAing us. Oh my god, he is. Not convinced. I definitely wouldn't have done that. I mean, if you could kill this thing, maybe? But now... we are just gonna jump out of here. Oof, can we really not jump far enough? I would have preferred a sensor lock, but that thing's coming in hot. And he still has vision. No vision. So I'd have to jump to about there to de-vision this. Then we sensor lock it, and then these guys fire in. Killing it, hopefully. I need some stability though, that's the painful thing. I could just go all in. Damn, I can't believe he got 2 evasion out of that. That sucks as well, that's not a good move. That's not a good move at all. I mean, we're talking, it would eat up most of that. He can't hit us with that. He could hit us with this. There is nothing good out of this, is there? I think we just jump away over here and we brace. And then we deal with this. I'm tempted for the sensor lock though. One basically cough on this mech and it's it's gonna lose all that evasion. So he's got no evasion, so we should be able to toast this thing, right? We need to hit a leg at least with something here. These guys can all bulwark in. We rip this thing apart, and then we have to deal with this guy and this guy, whatever this is. Okay, an LRM. So he's going for a knockdown on wildfire here. We get to go with you, though. Let's just have a look. Alright, so you can multi-shot, right? So I can multi-shot from here, and then what do? You could move forward. I would actually rather move... I need this to go, though. So I think we'll take wildfire here. And we'll multi-shot this. We'll get some damage on this guy at least. And then we think about what we want to do here. So we get to go first with our fire starter as well. I should have maybe have just taken the evasion love there. We'll see. That was, I don't know. I suppose you're throwing a lot in on these two, right? Start doing mass damage out of this guy. That arm really needs to not be taking the hits. How hot is he making himself from that as well? Oh my gosh. Okay. So you move and you fire. It's starting to get towards back shots though. So you move like this and fire. He's got to come off that hill. It might be back shots. I think I'm going to rest this though. I just want that fire starter dead. He's really hot, so he's going to have to spend a fair bit of... He's probably going to have to kill himself to do it. If we hit this guy in the head, Paradise has what, 3? So we've hit him in the head once. Plus if we kill this, plus a knockdown, so we might uncap him. So there's no multi-shot here, right? What's our hit chances? 65. And what's that arm look like? Ooh, 6. Oh, I'll take that. 28, yikes. We need, what, 2 to hit? Shouldn't cap him. There he goes. It's the problem with Paradise, right? Is he dies real quick to incap. So now we can start using the fire starter maybe to keep this Kintaro off us. I need all these guys. If he keeps going this way with this, if you go this way with this guy, it's probably better for you, because then this guy can shoot into AC 10 arms over firing into... Where's he going with this? Is he running hot? He might be running hot with that mech, actually. So Arclight, if she reserves, she should get some stability back here and be able to get a little bit of a wiggle on. If we reserve twice, it'll be even better for us. We probably want this thing coming off this hill. He's running super hot. We might just blast this guy with this bunch. And he's kind of out of options to come in on us, right? I think he probably just set up badly with the... He just set up a little badly with the fire starter. Otherwise, this would have been fairly okay. He gets to go again. It's gonna hurt. Although he's pretty hot, so... Every turn, we reserve... Actually, we should just reserve the whole way, right? This is beautiful. I've never had this work out well for me. I've never seen the whole... Get your stuff back. He's probably gonna brace that, right? We knew this fired, though, so this is basically a tin can of a... Okay. Might climb in. I'll probably move here, fire, if I could. We'll see what we can do here. Oof. Oh, are you really... I am well out of range. Two evasion. We give up side shots to that guy. Mockingbird can get in as well. You can fire. And you can fire, right? So everybody can fire. So who's got bad gunnery? Okay, so you two are even. So we'll fire with probably... What can we get with you? 55. Okay, we'll go like this. Gotta be careful. We'll probably just forward face. And we'll just hammer away. With those decent chances to hit. Ooh, if we rip that arm as well, I'm pretty sure that's the SRM arm. It is. It's all going to be on that side too, which is good for us. I'll probably reserve the fire starter. Down a phase again. Oh, there goes your evasion. You shake, rattle, and rolling. These guys do a lot of stability damage. It's nice for them. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So I'd like to get kind of like this. Just so it's hard for him to get this guy. Unfortunately, it's not side shots, but I just don't want this thing coming in too hard. And disconnect. I mean, it was probably all over for him. He's lost most of this mech here. I'd love to have known what that was in the background. It would have been nice. The fire starter would have just plowed in. It's kind of a desperation move to DFA, because you really do screw your legs on a DFA at the start. I'd love to know what he has. Unfortunately, if they disconnect, you can't tell. We know this was an LRM boat. We know this was the Kintaro with Ozone. We just don't know what the 60-ton back here was. It was jumping and firing lasers and LRMs. So I'll have to go look that up later. Maybe a quick draw? I can't remember how much a quick draw weighs though. Pretty happy with how the squad's holding up. The 3 Centurions. I still am not convinced that it'll hold up well against a good player. Like, I'm not saying this guy was terrible, but there was some questionable moves. This one here was probably a little dangerous. I was really lucky with this stuff though. This stuff could have plowed my poor old, which we can't click on. It could have plowed the fire starter, but we did okay. With that, we'll take a break. Tune in next time for more adventures of BattleTech. Hey guys, thanks again for watching. If you like what you've seen, hit that subscribe button or leave me a comment on anything you want to see in the future.